Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Hawk and Sheik. This game taking place here on Last Refuge. I am a little bit pressed for time, so I'm going to go to 8 times speed until the 2-minute mark. My apologies. Well, maybe even the 4-minute mark, just because, well, the first 4 minutes, and I do know that this game is going to be a little bit longer. Well, pretty much is just going to be opening creep patterns. Alright, let's take a look at that. Gonna go ahead and, woo, I think I just saw a Dreadlord. Alright, opening across over here. It is going to be a Dreadlord first coming in from Sheik. Gonna go ahead and try to clear out this expansion here. This is a 5-3-3 creep camp. Already has the blight down, and this acolyte will be able to start summoning this haunted gold mine. Meanwhile, over here on the top left-hand side of the map, we have Hawk opening up, building up a scout farm next to the mercenary camp. He will be able to use that mercenary camp very effectively in terms of hiring up units if he tries to go ahead and clear out this 5-3-3 creep camp as well. Dreadlord now already out on the move, has claws of attack +6, has sleep. And the dangers of sleep is that you're able to easily shut down and get to your opponent's hero. Follow that up with perhaps Carry-On Swarm from the Dreadlord ability, and that is a very nasty 1-2 punch. Alright, are the militia going to get woken up here? Going to go into an engagement. Water Elemental now trying to pull back here. There's some Abolish Magic. Ghouls going straight after that unit there. That gets to level 2. Ghouls are now going to be trying to pull back, and the militia are just a little bit too far away from home. Ghoul is going to be able to pull back here, and as the militia and their time life comes to an end, all of a sudden Sheik's army is going to be that much stronger. Now what is happening here? The units are now heading back down through this location. Peasants could get scouted out, but I believe Hawk realizes that something is amiss. We are going to be looking at a possible expansion shutdown here as the footman has already scouted this location out. We're going to take a look also as the ghoul may try and just run across on the inside of this location here, and the ghouls may just be able to do a whole bunch of damage. This is potentially very deadly. A Carry-On Swarm, is it going to go through? Yes, Carry-On Swarm pretty much winning out in that particular location there as the Dreadlord should be able to carry on Swarm again. Is going to be able to finish off some more units. There it goes. Finishes off more units once more. And the Dreadlord is just going super deep into this location to try and shut down as much mining as possible. All right, more peasants going to get lost here. There goes some more. There goes some more units again. Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away now. One ghoul was lost. Arcane Tower going to try and finish off some units. Meanwhile, the Nerubian Tower was saved. The Haunted Gold Mine was not. And, well, that is the first 5 minutes of the game. All right, very, very interesting battle coming across everywhere. We are going to be going into a speed build of the Arcane Vault. More peasants need to get added in as well. And no tech to tier 2 as of yet. Scroll of Regeneration and no Clarity Potion being used as we're looking at the militia now being called back over. Haunted Gold Mine once again trying to be established. Dreadlord heading off to the north, has Boots of Speed, but doesn't have mana. Alright, let's take a look across over here. Is he going to try and disrupt a little bit of that healing? Oh, so many peasants, so many units. Dreadlord may try and engage, but is just going to have a difficult time here. There's simply too many units out on the field. Alright, getting in a little bit of superficial poking damage, trying to head back every which way. Ghouls just heading straight over and going to go after the militia instead. Alright, militia going to get taken down. Meanwhile, Dreadlord is going to be forced to pull back. Low hit point ghouls with only an arcane tower here. It looks as though the ghouls may actually be able to win out in a couple of these matches. Alright, taking down some of those units. 2 ghouls. Well, is this ghoul going to be able to make it out? It's down to 41, 31, 22, 12, and it does make it out. Meanwhile, more ghouls off to the north. Beautiful micro coming in from the Undead player here, causing so many problems. Meanwhile, Acolyte's going to be joining in on the fight. The Haunted Gold Mine may get into distress again as the Dreadlord, well, is in serious trouble. These ghouls have no easy way to heal aside from, well, perhaps a Rod of Necromancy and the new Ritual Dagger. Haunted Gold Mine down to 300 some odd hit points, and it is falling fast. Meanwhile, we should be getting armor onto this building here. Oh, it should be repairing, yes. The Acolyte should, in fact, be repairing as opposed to mining gold. Ghouls are now out onto the field. Dreadlord may try to come across, perhaps get a carry-on swarm or 1 or 2 to try to finish things off. Nerubian Tower purposely switching targets, and a beautiful switching of targets right there as the Dreadlord tries to get off one more shot there, finishes off, gets to level 3, and now gonna go ahead and pull back once again. Alright, summoning up some more Ziggurats here. Expansion already underway. Both sides being forced to build additional acolytes and workers. These ghouls are not even working, surprisingly, as this Dreadlord here, well, gonna go in and, well, what is it doing? Is gonna snap and teleport, head back across here, and now pretty much leaving this expansion completely wide open. Low hit point ghoul gonna get finished off here. Nerubian Tower causing problems. More spirit towers, or more spirit towers need to get added. There is simply too many units. Those illusions are actually very scary at this point, as you don't know what target to go for in the chaos. And what do you really expect to happen, as the acolytes are now just trying to shift away? Meanwhile, the Dreadlord has headed back off to the north and says, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and shut down your expansion too. I know that your main base, or the majority of your base, is just going to be, or this attack force is just illusions. And if that's the case, I can leave it alone. Ziggurat about to come to an end. Meanwhile, back across over here, skeletal minions attempting to take down arcane towers. That's not going to work, as the acolytes are just simply walking back as well. Water elemental is coming to an end as well. Meanwhile, Archmage, well, Archmage, where is it? Archmage is off over here. Does have True Shot Aura and double Circlets of Nobility. Oh, a spear, or a Forest Troll Berserker getting taken down slow from the Mud Golem, and that is a problem here. That Dreadlord unable to shake off the slow, and it could be the death of him. He's trying to get away, and it looks like he will be able to do exactly that, shifting the Nerubian Tower to attack the Mud Golem so that the Mud Golem could not cast slow again. We're looking at a lot of very important small micro moves that are making a tremendous impact and difference in the game, as the ghouls are now looking to perhaps try to disrupt things once more. Lumber rather low for Hawk. He's been forced to call to arms many times, and now trying to get into a lumber mill as well. It looks as though the ghouls are going to be able to attack the Altar of Kings on the other side. Meanwhile, the expansion on both sides have been halted. Necropolis tech to tier 2 underway. Is the Dreadlord perhaps going to try and teleport back off to the north? Militia being called back over to fight back, as the ghoul, well, ghouls have no easy way of healing. 33 supply compared to 39. We're looking at, well, Hawk at 33 supply. What is the other, where are the other remaining units? The 39 supply, are they leftover acolytes? Yeah, they are leftover acolytes from the failed expansion attempt. You can see them right here, 3 extra acolytes. So there is really not that big of a army difference. Dreadlord now making their way over here. Skeletal minions gonna get finished up. Dreadlord carry-on swarms finishes off a little bit of those units. Are they gonna be able to slash their way and take down some more as well? Archmage shows up. Meanwhile, back across a water elemental trying to finish off the remainder of this location. Dreadlord down to 109 mana. Could try and carry on swarm again. The real issue is gonna be the lack of lumber. You can see only 2 peasants, or 2 peasants on lumber right now, 1 peasant on lumber, 2 speed building a farm to try and train up some more units as well, as we should be teching the tier 2 here in just a second. Dreadlord gonna finish off the Tide Runner there. There it goes. Dreadlord may be able to come across and do another carry-on swarm strike, only to see that skeletal minions, well, the skeletal minions will spot that they are pretty much already back up to full hit points. No real reason to try that strategy any longer. Archmage of Hawk dropping water elementals, looking to finish off the Ogre Magi creep camp here. 32 supply compared to 35. And so far, it looks as though another expansion attempt is currently underway. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and that's exactly what we're looking at right now. Staff of Teleportation, Archmage is going to show up to the party. Ziggurat is right here, going to try and perhaps get in a little bit of repairs. Acolytes need to back away. Meanwhile, the Dreadlord, where is it going? Mud Golem right there. It could try and teleport back to the south side. Another Mud Golem here. This could potentially be a problem, as there goes one Mud Golem. All right, Dreadlord trying to teleport down to 58 hit points, down to 37, 24, and the Dreadlord ends up surviving, but there are still no obsidian statues to offer a bit of healing. All right, Potion of Healing Obsidian statue needs to get added. Meanwhile, back down across over here, Acolytes just wandering around in a circle. This one footman down to 100 some odd hit points here, and the Dreadlord may just get the finishing blow. The Nerubian Tower is already switching targets. There goes that footman as the Mountain King is now out onto the field. Mountain King, well, Nerubian Tower taking a lot, or dealing a lot of that damage, slowing that Water Elemental. Water Elemental will come to an end due to its timed life, as the Water Elemental doesn't give any experience. Meanwhile, Archmage back in from the north, already at level 5 at the 12-minute 40-second mark of this game. As, well, a lone Nerubian Tower, all that was left of this potential expansion location. Alright, continuing to, well, predict what is going to happen here. You can take a look. Mountain King, Forest Troll Berserker, Mud Golem. Mountain King wants to get to level 2. Gonna drop a Sentry Ward along the walking path so he knows when expansions are underway. Meanwhile, Archmage purposely aggroing units and then perhaps gonna back away, just deal damage and really just not quite finish it off, as opposed to just deal as much damage as possible and allow the Mountain King to get a faster level 2. You see that he's just constantly separating this creep camp here, doing a good job of that. Meanwhile, the Obsidian Statue going to walk straight through this. This is a bad spot to be in. Obsidian Statue now needing to turn back away as the Forest Troll Berserker and the Forest Troll Shadow Priest do a large bit of damage here. Dreadlord gonna just dive on straight in here. Dreadlord, or what are we gonna see? Archmage tries to teleport in. There is a sleep right there. Ghouls gonna finish off many of these peasants. There it goes, finishing off many of those units, as the Dreadlord could perhaps try and hide. Scroll of Town Portal tries to get away. There goes a bit of focus fire. Ghouls all trying to head back as well. As we take a look, only 5 peasants are left. Only 5 peasants left. No easy way to hire any sort of lumber harvester as of yet. Goblin Laboratory has not been cleared. Meanwhile, Haunted Gold Mine now getting reconstructed for the 4th, 5th, or 6th time. I do not remember. Ghouls looking to finish off the Ogre Mauler creep camp here. Obsidian statues are in the back. They should be really much closer to all of the action, trying to give more mana to that Dreadlord. Dreadlord is an extremely powerful hero, especially in this matchup where the workers are so exposed. You need a large number of workers, and they really have nowhere to go. And that's what the Dreadlord and that Carrion Swarm has been doing pretty consistently. Now, Dreadlord with Vampiric Aura level 1, each swipe will heal, 15 or 10 or 15% of their damage. Their Ogre Magi gonna get taken down. There it goes. Is the Dreadlord, what is it going to pick up? Why isn't the Dreadlord picking up the Wand of the Wind? It should be doing exactly that. Ghoul is now making its way over. What is going on here? Dreadlord just perhaps going to be trying to do a little bit of a drop. Acolytes being moved back over. Another Ziggurat being resummoned. Water Elemental now making its way over, trying to make sure that this bit of blight stays all together. Skeletal minions making their way through. Mountain King picks up the item, or perhaps it was the Archmage. Mountain King already at level 3 right now, as the Goblin Zeppelin is going to be dropping straight into this location here. And the limited lumber, the Goblin Shredder is actually the weakest link. Take out that Goblin Shredder, you take out a 4 supply unit, and a large amount of lumber is lumber harvesting is lost. That is going to be a terrible, terrible setback, as the Archmage and the Mountain King are all just, still trying to lie in wait. All right, let's take a look. Does he see this? I believe he does. He's going to try to position itself. There's the Carrion Swarm trying to finish things off. There goes the Goblin Shredder. Is the Goblin Shredder going to get taken down? One more shot is going to do it, and cannot finish it off. Dreadlord tries to pull back here. Carrion Swarm, massive repairs underway. Scroll of Town Portal, and the Goblin Shredder was repaired enough to stay alive, as he is constantly getting repaired once again. Back down across over here. Destroyers easily finishing off the Water Elemental now. We should be looking at a gold mine eventually. Little bit of gold mine from both sides so far, as we are looking at the Goblin Shredder ready to, harvest at a different location, only to see the Zeppelin dropping down a whole bunch of units. Staff of Teleportation coming back in the other way. Almost finishes off the Peasant in time. Let's take a look. Are we going to perhaps surround that Goblin Shredder, trying to pick up the lower hit point units? And that's exactly what they're doing right there. Meanwhile, there is another Thunderclap picking up another low hit point Goblin Zeppelin. The Thunderclap wasting so much mana, but not being able to finish off any of those units. Carrion Swarm finishes off, and a whole bunch of peasants. 8 supply gone in an instant as the units are now heading back through. All right, you can easily sleep that. I don't know why he decided to go with that particular ability. He could have just slept the Mountain King, as the Zeppelin is going to finish off some more and more peasants again. Hawk about to lose his last peasant there. Nope. Able to survive. The Goblin Zeppelin once again on the run. And the Goblin Zeppelin has done its damage. Hawk down to 28. Oh, one more shot there. Yes, gets it. Gets the peasant kill as the Dreadlord sits at level 5. All right, Sheik is just having an absolute field day right now. But the problem is the heroes. Archmage with 3 heroes, level 5, level 3, level 1. All of this damage and all of the defense is still giving experience to the 3 heroes for the human army. If they're able to recover up enough nicely, perhaps get to level... if that Mountain King gets to level 5, well, all bets are off. Dreadlord sitting at level 5 as well. He needs to heal up. Destroyers are already out onto the field as flying machines take to the skies as well. No expansion down over here, regardless of what the mini-map is telling you. Dreadlord still wandering around. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Also Invisible Dreadlord, ready to make a little bit of a scene by just walking into the base and causing a whole bunch of trouble. All right, let's take a look. There's that Dreadlord. Goblin Zeppelin is... Well, is there any true sight? That is the question. The skeletal minions are just trying to make their way through. More peasants are getting added. And that's the problem. Every peasant has to be rebuilt, retrained up. And there's probably a very large gold difference. Yeah, 2,000 gold difference between these two armies. However, another potential issue is the fact that even though there is a 2,000 gold difference, there is not an easy way for Sheik to start mining after this base goes down. This base is going to go down before this haunted gold mine is up, and that means, well, only Hawk is going to be getting any amount of gold for a little while at a time. All right, Stormbolt onto the Dreadlord. Dreadlord could have used a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability in time. There it goes. There is a healing. Going to finish that off. Finishes off all of those back units, trying to finish off some of those flying machines as well. Carrion Swarm. Dreadlord is at 6. Summons an internal. Dreadlord now down to 140 hit points. Holy Light isn't going to be able to finish it off. Down to 14 hit points. Scroll of Town Portal now used in order to get away, as the Infernal perhaps could just turn back around and do a little bit of fighting. All right. Destroyers heading every which way. The Infernal can deal so much damage. He's just going to stand right here. All the peasants are running for the hills. They do not like what they see as the Destroyers say, you know what, I'm here to back you up as well. Devour Magic finishing off a little bit of that damage. Again, Infernal is still right there, dealing so much damage. You can see flying machines trying to join in. Are we going to get more Devour Magic as well? Trying to finish those off. Yep, getting in a little bit more Devour Magic again, as the Infernal is just standing around, causing just an absolute nightmare of a situation. Water Elemental going to get finished off. There it goes. Archmage sitting at level 5 needs to drop down perhaps another Water Elemental and perhaps that Healing Ward as well. We're going to see more Devour Magic again, as the Infernal does not want to give experience, but it's going to end up doing exactly that as it finally gets taken down. All right, Dreadlord shows back up. Another carry-on wave dealing massive damage as more Devour Magic, eating up perhaps some of that additional, took out the Healing Ward again. All right, Skeletal Minion. Oh, Paladin down to 9 hit points. Paladin. Oh, Devour Magic is going to try and finish it off. Yes, it could try and finish it off right there. Potion of Greater Healing. Paladin picks it up. Flying or Destroyer now needs to head back. Paladin is a little bit scary once more, as the Destroyer down to 77 hit points needs to head away. Mountain King is right there. Orb of Fire. It can and in fact will deal damage, as the ghouls are all here ready to go. All right, here you are. There is all the units. There is a big Thunderclap. Holy Light right there, trying to surround and finish off some more of those targets as well. Devour Magic quickly going after the Water Elemental. The ghouls are all right there, continuing to attack. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. There goes. Oh, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability used in time to shake off the Stormbolt. Mountain King is now in trouble. Is he going to be able to break free? I don't believe so. Mountain King gets taken down. Paladin now trying to head back off to the north here. Mountain King falls at level 3 as the Dreadlord sits at level 7. All right, Sleep could go a surround onto the Paladin. Devour Magic, Water Elemental pretty much out. Archmage now using that scroll, or excuse me, the Staff of Sanctuary to save, as the Paladin is taking a little bit of damage again. All right, Dreadlord is still right here. Flying Machine's going to try and engage here. What's going to happen? Flying Machine trying to pull back, trying to head on through. One gets taken down. 5 Flying Machines enough in this battle so far, as another Destroyer could get taken down again. All right, it looks like it's going to get taken down. No Scroll of Healing to try and counteract all of this. 1 Obsidian Statue. Scroll of Healing could be used here. I'm not quite sure why it's not being used, as there's only 1 Destroyer now. 1 Destroyer, all that is left, trying to fight back its way through. Dreadlord trying to fight back, and I think he overestimated his chances. All of a sudden, the level 7 Dreadlord is in trouble. Enough Flying Machines were out in the battle. However, 3 more peasants getting taken down right there. Skeletal minions being brought back over. Paladin could try and get a Holy Light off onto the Ghoul. Dreadlord, Vampiric Aura still sitting at level 1. Mining at the expansion is underway. Meanwhile, the main base is still, well, very far away from getting being finished mining. Potion of Mana, Obsidian Statues should be here, ready to go. Acolytes being shifted over as well. And what can the Dreadlord really do at this problem, or at this time? Now, I've seen a couple people ask at this situation, how come heroes or players don't go for additional heroes at this point? You already have a level 7 Dreadlord. Why not start off at a level 1 Death Knight? The problem is that there's no creeps. So trying to get a little bit more experience is very, very difficult. Are we going to see a Sleep here? All right, Holy Light onto the Archmage. Archmage is still alive for now. Going to go ahead and get a surround onto the Archmage. Archmage is going to try and break free, maybe forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal in order to get away. You can take a look, Stormbolt onto the Dreadlord. Dreadlord is right there, continuing to try and stay alive. Water Elemental now dropped. Dreadlord being forced to retreat. Holy Light again. And the 3 heroes, 5-3-3 now, well, becoming a bit of a problem. All right, Infernal still making it difficult to do any mining. It's going to look for peasants back over here. Sees a couple of easy peasants. There goes one, there goes another. And is just going after all of these peasants right here. So much... so many workers being trained up here. The Infernal just trying to make its way over there, unable to do so, needs to get surrounded in order for it to get finished off. Meanwhile, the Dreadlord may try and go for another carry-on swarm here, and if it can carry-on swarm here, it can still finish off some more units. There it goes, finishes off another, gets to level 8. All right, I'm sure Hawk has spent a large amount of gold trying to keep his peasant count up, and it just doesn't seem to be working. Meanwhile, Flying Machines are out and about as well. I don't see any Crypt Fiends out onto the field. Stormbolt shaken off by the Dreadlord and a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. 3 Obsidian Statues here staying close by. Meanwhile, this Haunted Gold Mine could be under duress momentarily. 18 to 19 damage. No ground attacks, though, as we're looking at, well, another expansion over here on the top left. All right, it looks as though that's going to be not a problem. Oh, Sleep onto the Mountain King. Mountain King, the Sleep did not go in time. Staff of Teleportation is going to be able to get away. I do believe so. Teleports back off to the north. Perhaps needs to get a Forest Troll Shadow Priest for that last bit of extra healing to keep that Dreadlord alive and well. Obsidian Statues need to continue to heal things back up, perhaps get back onto Blight and regroup. That is a lot of Obsidian Statues, soon to be Destroyers, out onto the field. Mountain King, however, with that Orb of Fire, reducing the effectiveness of healing. Well, if they do try and fight again. Scroll of Healing. Let's take a look at Scroll of Healing. Rod of Necromancy. Stormbolt onto the Dreadlord. Dreadlord needs to get protected a little bit better than that. Mountain King, Sleep onto the Mountain King. Let's take a look. Devour Magic again. Are we going to see another Sleep? There you go. Archmage is in serious trouble. Going straight after that target there. Dreadlord now trying to head back. Devour Magic. And we're taking a look at so much damage being done. Dreadlord is in trouble. Scroll of Town Portal is going to be in time. No, it's not. Archmage goes to 6. Mountain King goes to 4. Paladin goes to 3. And this is what I've been saying. All bets are off now. all of a sudden, as soon as you lose the critical piece of your army in that Dreadlord, things can go sideways very quickly. Hawk trying to finish off these flying machines now. However, the flying machine's able to get away. Ghouls now trying to make their way over. Mass teleport says, you know what? No more run, hit, and tactics for you. I am in front of you. The problem, though, it is one base to one base, and this base is now nearly mined out. This may have been the comeback, but it may fall short as there is still no economy left for Hawk. Nowhere to mine, nowhere to run. Down over here, ghouls being brought back over. Oh, acolytes trying to mine a little bit of gold. They're going to get finished off here. Archmage teleporting quickly. Paladin now at 4. Level 2 Divine Shield a possibility. Dreadlord now out onto the field as well. Level 2 Stormbolt, the victor or the hero of this particular game so far. All right. What do you do at this stage? Oh, mass teleport again. Units trying to head back the other way. Where are the remaining units? Just try to heal up. And at this point, stay close to your haunted gold mine. Fight on Blight. And try to get every little bit of an advantage that you can. Flying machines are all right here. Let's take a look. Perhaps getting a couple of Crypt Fiends would actually be helpful. Knight moving across the map so quickly. Units are going to be heading every which way. All right, they're purposely splitting direction. Ghouls now making their way over here, trying to make sure that, you know what? If you are going after my acolytes, you are not going to be protecting your army. All right, let's take a look at this. Dreadlord is in serious trouble. A little bit more healing. Obsidian statue is right there. Dreadlord trying to get away. Perhaps Carry On Swarm finishes off 1 peasant, 2 peasants, 3 peasants. Oops. Are we going to see 4 peasants? 4 peasants lost. There goes a ghoul. Obsidian statue teleported away. No more mining really much, as this haunted gold mine, well, is not getting mined. All right. Loss of words. Wishes now down to 28 supply. Hawk at 32. Flying machines. The bomb upgrades could actually be useful at this point. Being able to do some of those hit and run tactics. Archmage now making its way off across over here. Knights 885 hit points as opposed to the 835. Animal war training numbers are still the same, just making it a little bit easier to bridge that gap between non-animal war training and animal war training. All right, Mountain King giving endurance aura to the Archmage. Archmage, the central part of this army, and I think at this point, Hawk has it. Hawk has this game. It is his game to lose only by making a critical mistake. There is no more mining. Oh, there you see additional unsummonings as well. Summoning in an infernal. Bit of AO that summoning that infernal would have been a much more effective tactic, as the infernal is now making its way out across the map. Dreadlord is right here. Buying a potion of lesser invulnerability could be key as well. Obsidian statues with their magic attack hitting the air, that is also extremely important, as this infernal is just going to stand across here and then just deal damage to the castle. All right, the castle can end up falling. The castle, the infernal attack is chaos damage, so it does deal full damage, as the infernal now looking to back away. Ghouls now making their way over as well. Let's take a look. What is happening here? The infernal getting into position, ending up getting into a surround. There's a thunderclap. There could be a problem. There goes one unit right there. Level 5 now on the Mountain King. Level 5 Mountain King. Level 2 thunderclap. And it pretty much destroys nearly all of these ghouls in an instant. All right, Water Elemental is trying to fight back right now. Ghoul, Archmage, Sleep. Archmage could be in trouble. Does have a Scroll of Town Portal, though, so has a way of getting out of any of these tight spots. Meanwhile, Dreadlord has a Potion of Mana and also a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Scroll of Town Portal finally being used. Ghoul getting hit with a Stormbolt. 14 supply compared to 32. Dreadlord now making its way over onto the inside right there, trying to take down the remainder of these units here. And, well, no, the Knights and the remaining units will be able to push on through. I thought the Dreadlord could perhaps hold position there, or the Infernal could hold position with healing It deals damage if you stand next to it, has high armor, has vampiric aura as well, so that may have been enough to try and keep it alive. Flying machines are still not doing much of anything at this point, as the skeletal minions will get finished off. 32 supply compared to 14. Things still getting underway. Paladin trying to head back. Archmage still coming across. Where are all of these units going next? Dreadlord wanting to, well, do a little bit more creeping, and after the carry-on swarm finishes things up, perhaps it will be able to pick up a handful of useful items or ghoul. Oh, flying machines almost getting finished off right there. All right, let's take a look. Still fighting their way through. Gonna get another kill there. Gargantuan Sea Turtle looking to back off. Knight now showing up to the party. Obsidian Statue now looking to head across over here. Are we gonna perhaps go into Destroyers? Dreadlord in a little bit of trouble. Where is it going? Trying to figure out where to go. Staff of Teleportation. Mountain King could try and Stormbolt, but no, not gonna be able to make it. There goes a ghoul. It's going to be 12 supply compared to 31 now. The three heroes and their fast movement speed. Mountain King 654 going up against a level 8 Dreadlord. And it's not going to be enough. All right, Paladin should just be here by himself to get the remainder of the experience. Shouldn't be too difficult with the help of some knights as well. Paladin now almost at level 5. Also picks up Pure Up of Vitality. New Infernal being brought into play. Acolyte here, Flying Machine. Only one Flying Machine left there. A handful of Flying Machine here. Well, a Carrion Swarm would just swat them out of the sky. Dreadlord, where is it going to go next? No mining anywhere, just long distance mining, as you can see. Mountain King or Paladin wants to get to level 5, so it's going to be a 6-5-5 going up against the next level here as the Archmage teleports off to the north to try and finish off the Infernal. Castle still under duress, but is going to get saved as the Archmage, with its fast movement speed of literally just moving across the map in an instant, able to get into the right spot. Dreadlord, well, going after the Null Assassins here. You can take a look. The Null Warden doing damage to those Obsidian Statues because they cannot get poisoned. Meanwhile, the Dreadlord now holding on to that aggro down to the south. All right, there goes the Null Warden. Null Warden now down. Last Null Overseer to get finished off here. Let's see what's going to be happening as the Null Overseer is about to get taken down. Difficult to get any real mining done as the Archmage Knights. There is the Black Citadel and double Nerubian Towers. That is a problem. Scroll of Town Portal could be used, or a Staff of Teleportation to try and finish things off here. Null Overseer, is it healing or giving mana? I'm not quite sure what the point is right now, as the Dreadlord needs to get over there and in a hurry. The Black Citadel is, well, absorbing way too much damage, and it is going to end up being lost. Back down across here, Flying Machine scouting it out, and I believe this is just going to be the end. Flying Machine, oh, there goes one Flying Machine there. You will be revealed. And that is the problem now. All right. Oh, both sides losing their main town hall. So this is turning straight up into a base race as the Infernal is now looking to fight back here. Infernal, what is this Infernal doing? No real reason to chase down that peasant any longer. Should really be going after all of these units again. Carrion Swarm, can it hit buildings? That is the next follow-up question. There is a new necropolis being built off to the north. He is not going to get revealed. And now, if this actually does damage, the Obsidian Statues could end up falling here. The Dreadlord is getting... No, he's not getting healed by Vampiric Aura. Let's take a look. Just trying to finish off the remainder of these buildings. Infernal damage does not add up here. Let's take a look. Dreadlord continuing to just push these buildings through straight up into a base race. All right, this last necropolis, the last building being left alive. 28 supply compared to 12. Is it going to get spotted? Flying Machine off overhead here. This Flying Machine desperately trying to scout. They're looking for all of the buildings. Infernal will get taken down. Well, yep, summoning that building there. It's going to go ahead and go after those 3 buildings again. All right, one Acolyte off over here. Nothing is here. There is nothing here. Mass Teleport trying to save. As you can take a look, that Infernal is going to get taken down. Dreadlord, is it going to perhaps try and carry on Swarm and push its way through? That is the question. Stormbolt onto the Dreadlord now. And that Infernal is not going to end up surviving. The Holy Light and the Stormbolts from the Paladin and the Mountain King. Too much hero nuking. as the units are now getting back every which way. Still, not enough gold to do anything else right now. I believe this is the last building. And once this building is gone, that is going to be the end. Let's take a look at the necropolis is up, and there it is. Hawk takes the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.